And here we go, boys. Nice to see you again.
And we're off. Let me see. Yeah, no, my lines look low.
Nice. Yeah, no, here you look
And you sound good.
Yeah.
You sound sexy.
Oh.
Yeah, we want the podcast to fail.
Yeah, we want the sound quality to be dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, boys?
Just chilling. Just got off of a long day of work. I'm pretty tuckered.
Nice.
Yeah. It sounded like you know, 45 minutes ago, you had a good idea.
It's kicking in. I felt it it's kicking in for sure. I didn't obviously I didn't do a whole eighth. I ate one just big ass mushroom, cap and stem. It was a fatty mushroom though.
Nice.
You're gonna be feeling that for sure.
I feel it. I whenever I do shrooms and they kick in, I get really yawny, but I'm not actually tired. You know what I mean? There'll be a solid stretch of me just yawning, but it's just it feels the shrooms kicking in my body.
Yeah, I do go through the exact same process.
Yeah, exactly.
It's don't they say people that are about to jump out of airplanes start yawning because it's your body's kind of oh boy,
gearing up for the adventure.
Yeah. What do I do? Pretend to be tired. Yeah.
I have a 4-day weekend this week, so I'm just you know what? I'm gonna pop a shroom and see what happens.
Nice. I'm proud of you. My boy's a real risk taker.
That's the Cody Cannon seal of approval.
Also, I was motivated. I saw Super Mario last night, so I was
don't keep it to yourself. Keep it for the episode.
Although that would have been the perfect setup for if it was the Super Mario episode. Jake's on shrooms.
Come on. Should we be on shrooms for the Super Mario episode?
I have mushrooms right now. I can do it.
I have shroom chocolates.
I'm just saying. Like a micro doozy, a little micro doozy.
Yeah, not a big. We don't
need a full on
Yeah, I don't want to be scared of you guys.
I don't think I could.
Cody's fuck technology.
Yeah.
He slaps his laptop away.
I doubt I'd even be able to sit still for a full trip.
Yeah. Either that or I would melt and it would ruin my trip.
Yeah. Or I'm gonna stare into one of your guys' backgrounds and I'm already looking at behind Cody. There's it looks like a skull or a smiling face.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I brought that to your attention, Jake. I didn't mean to do it.
I had a what's it called? A sleep paralysis thing 2 nights ago.
Fuck.
Dude, it was intense. I know for a fact, I screamed in my sleep because I heard it. I can wake myself. I can hear shit when I'm sleeping, and so I know I was ah, and I woke up, and I was dude, that was fucking intense, and it was a weird, demon sleep. Have you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
No, man.
When I was a kid,
yeah.
And I forgot it. I forgot about it. When I was a kid, it happened, and I'm oh, this must be a thing that just happens to you. Why would I know any better? And then it only happened a few times, but I remember you telling us that you just have it your whole life.
No, I've had it
that's scary.
A lot throughout my life.
Yeah, I had it as a kid, but I think I've just gotten too good at sleeping.
Cody has conquered sleep paralysis demons.
It is. Sleep paralysis is more common with people who have REM sleep. I feel like Cody, when you're out, you're out.
Yeah.
There is no rapid eye movement for Cody.
No, it's I'm basically a corpse. You know what I mean? I'm like a bear in hibernation every single night. My heart rate slows. I don't need to eat as much.
Technically, you die.
Yeah, every single night.
That's hilarious.
This is, I can attest to this. Cody, you've fallen asleep at, and maybe this just speaks about the parties I have. You fallen asleep during multiple parties.
Oh no, dude.
Knocked out, nothing wakes
Cody
you
knocks
up.
Out. That's a notorious Cody fact.
Yeah, on my birthday, I was drinking. We were playing Jackbox games with a bunch of my friends after we podcasted, and I had a few beers while podcasting, so I was pretty lit Monday. And then I was playing Jackbox, and the next thing I know, I'm just it's just me and my roommate and one other friend, and everybody else had left because I just fell asleep while playing Jackbox.
Attaboy.
Classic.
Yeah, Cody, I just, the sleep paralysis demons are not coming for me, bud.
Yeah. This one was weird. Usually they take the form of shadow monsters, which is current with anyone who like, if you Google it, everyone's like, oh yeah, some weird shadow demon looking thing. This one was like I heard something. And in my dream or in my sleep paralysis, I could hear this like loud vibrating, like, and I was like, and I couldn't see anything, but it almost felt like some weird light off to like my peripheral, like in the same room as me. And I like just felt it like encroaching on me. And I was like, and then I woke myself up, I think literally with my own screaming.
Did you feel the shadow or the light trying to envelop you?
Like the light.
Is my
it kept
question.
like first I heard this weird vibrating. It was like, it kept building and building and building. I was like, oh my God. And then I saw this light out of my like peripheral, like lower to the right. And then I think I screamed myself awake.
You're describing a crazy experience that a lot of people have. And I was reading about Grant Morrison talking about this exact experience, like the humming noise, the white light. Let it take you next time, Jake. Don't let the shadows take you. If it's the light and the humming, just
it was the light and the humming, but it was just very intense.
Yeah, follow that.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you're that's what it sounded like. Grant Morrison's suggestion was.
See, when I was a kid and I had sleep paralysis, it wasn't. I saw this person that like I'm only going to refer to it. I didn't know what to call him. But I'm only going to refer to it because I've seen it online, but the gray man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've heard of that shit.
Yeah, just like a very pale, like grayish, like hairless man.
Well, like I know in like sleep paralysis is like explained in like Japanese like folklore that they would think like a shadow. A lot of people who experience sleep paralysis almost have the same exact thing. Some kind of weird shadow thing and almost being on top of them or on their chest. And,
right.
Japanese folklore has something for that. And also, dude, I had one when I was like, I don't know, probably in my 20s. And it was literally like almost like a noob Cybot version of my dad.
What?
Holy
and
fuck.
He was on top of me, strangling me. And I was like, I couldn't wake up. And I was like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then like finally I came to. And of course, like nothing's there. And I ran and flipped on the light in my room. I was like, but dude, it felt like a shadow like version of my father was choking me. It was fucking creepy as fuck.
Dude, that's
Holy
insane
shit.
that you described that because when I was a kid, especially that you chose Noob Cybot to describe, because when I was a kid, I used to have a recurring nightmare that I was being like hunted and tracked down by a guy that like looked like if you fused Noob Cybot and Kano together.
Oh, shit.
I used to have like a recurring nightmare. And it would be the kind of thing that like when there would be times when he would like corner me and I would be like, oh shit, you're about to die in this dream and wake up. And I would just be like, just do it then. And then he would.
Do it, motherfucker.
Let's get this over with.
Fucking screaming. It's like, do it. Kill me. That's hilarious.
And it's crazy that you guys are saying that because when I was a kid, I did I said I did experience it too. I would have this dream where I was also being hunted in a jungle though. And like I could hear like a creature approaching and it sounded like you hear like the low rumbling growl, like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking Snagglepuss comes out and
Dude, that gets an applause from me, Anthony.
That was one of the better. That was
the single best segue in comics and chronic history. Oh, the best. Oh, that was a banger. That was wild, man.
That was great.
I did not see that coming.
I honestly thought that's what you were going for, Cody. I swear to God. I was like, Cody's about to like turn it into Snagglepuss.
Oh, crazy.
Cody has hard Snagglepuss energy with the pink ears right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. This whole time.
Anthony said the same exact thing. I'm like one of the actors in one of his plays.
Oh, you did. Totally did.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Dude, what I guess Anthony, since this was kind of
your pick, you intro.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. Well, shit, welcome to Comics and Chronic. Today we're talking about Exit Stage Left, the Snagglepuss Chronicles. I'm here with the human version of Snagglepuss, Cody Cannon. The shroom tripping, shadow dreaming Jake FH. And me, the master of segues, Anthony.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Mark Russell wrote this. We love Mark Russell. We just did an interview with him. Art by Mike Feehan. I love the art in this as
the
well.
art's incredible.
Art is really good. I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Like, it captures the time period perfectly. It does a really good job of making you feel like you're in like McCarthy era America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I also like that, like the people in it are not like good looking people. Like the way they're drawn, they're all, you know what I mean? Like they're all kind of ugly.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Like the only attractive characters are the animals, honestly.
Yeah.
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 Dude, like Snagglepuss's wife, what was her name? Snagglepunani or something?
Snagglepuss.
I can't. That's what we're going to call her, guys. I can't.
Snagglepunani. Old Snagglepunani. Yeah, she was a baddie.
She was a baddie.
I definitely would have been fucking animal people if I lived in this world.
For sure. But we already knew that from Blacksad. We would fuck animal people.
Yeah.
Which crazy overlap, right? Blacksad is about a commie cat, you know?
When I was reading it, I was like, this has hard Blacksad vibes.
Yeah, it's like almost the exact same era, energy. Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's not a detective noir story. Let's not say that.
Sure.
Like,
it's definitely got noir energy, but only
in a way.
Not detective energy, but definitely noir of that old timey, like.
Yeah, just kind of like Snagglepuss trying to like find his way and help his buddy Huckleberry Hound.
Huckleberry, dude, that shit was depressing.
Devastating.
Yeah, wait, I think we really need to set this one up.
A synopsis for the people.
Right, because I think first of all, if you
don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Like first of all, a lot of like there's going to be different people listening, so let's cover all the bases. You might be thinking
Wait, I just want to can I just say one thing? Okay, because I know some of our audience is actually like younger than us, so who knows if they've actually seen these old cartoons, which are the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. They made Snagglepuss, they made Wacky Racers, Flintstones, the Jetsons,
Scooby-Doo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's all these, all the
classics.
classic characters. So I feel like
for
the listeners,
I don't think Snagglepuss ever had his own show, but he had his like little things and probably like Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
But so you might be thinking, why the fuck did DC Comics make a Snagglepuss comic, right? Like if you've ever seen the cartoon, I know who Snagglepuss is. I think we all kind of seen him on Boomerang or Cartoon Network when we were younger, even though he's definitely not our era. So we kind of have this idea of who he is, but I don't know his fucking lore or anything like that. Doesn't matter. Because Mark Russell's bringing the heat with this fucking comic, right? Like, you don't know what to expect, and I think that's the best way to read this comic. Like, just know that it's Snagglepuss, and it's not what you think at all. At all.
Yeah, genuinely, pause this episode, go buy this comic, read it for yourself, pick up the episode. It'll be worth it.
I would agree.
It'll be worth it.
Because it's like a pleasant surprise. It's not like we're spoiling anything, but the take just is going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you were surprised that I liked it. I breezed through it. I was like, oh, this comic's dope.
Yeah, it was rad. It was my favorite Mark Russell comic I've read so far.
Easily.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite Mark Russell comic, and I've talked about this on Twitter, I would put this comic as one of the best comics of the past decade.
Ooh,
you know, if we're thinking
that's a bold take.
That is a bold
but
take.
I like it.
I'd have to really take into consideration all the comics.
I don't think it's so bold because if we're talking like 2013 to 2023, I think it's absolutely worthy of being on that list.
Honestly, that's like
we're not talking about the
That's a very hot take, and I kind of like it.
Ooh.
I don't think it's a hot take at all because
we like it hot here.
Because really, like past 10 years, I don't think that's really being controversial at all. I'm not talking about ever. Like ever, it's still up there for me, but past 10 years, it's up there.
Interesting. I'd have to think about that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, for sure. But that not important to it. I think you come into this comic, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know anything about Snagglepuss. Yeah. It's about Snagglepuss in the real world in the 1950s. Basically, what's happening is that same thing, McCarthy era. The HUAC committee is like, you're a commie, tell everyone who's a commie, let us know.
Hollywood's being named communists.
Exactly. And they're trying to take down Snagglepuss because if they could get Snagglepuss to admit he's a commie, everyone's going down. And another thing, I just love that he's a fucking commie. You know, he's like fit for the podcast. Like we got the pink ears. He's a commie.
He's one of us,
and we love him. I fucking love Snagglepuss.
Yeah.
Like his character is not from like he's got shades of the cartoon, but I really do want to hear more from you guys because yes, I was surprised you liked it, Jake, because this is just a different comic. Altogether.
Dude, it was incredible.
I'm sorry.
Anthony.
A beautiful love story, an incredible tragedy.
Ooh, yes.
Tragedy.
It is tragic.
This is a tragedy of Shakesperian proportions.
Agreed, 100%.
Hard Shakespeare vibes. Yeah, exactly.
It even ends like on like not the happiest of notes. Like you know. He's all washed up. They're going to make his life into a fucking cartoon when in fact, like his life was nothing. There was nothing cartoonish about it.
Yeah, it was.
His friends were getting killed for being gay. Other friends were being locked up and ostracized for being communist. Like it was not like, hello kids.
Yeah, he lost his career.
He lost his
for being gay and communist.
Dude, his dad was like a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, no, his dad had Alzheimer's and couldn't remember him.
Oh, what a twist. What a fucking twist.
Yes. But you like, I don't think he was like the best of dads to begin with.
No, for sure not.
No.
I mean, on his deathbed, he talks about it. He talks about how all he feels is regret.
Yeah. I think that's such a cool twist because like in my head, I'm like, okay, Snagglepuss is a fucking pink lion. His wife is a pink lion. His mom is a pink lion. You just gotta assume like his parents are all lions, but his dad is a human dude. Yeah. So like you don't expect that that's his dad he's talking to. Like it didn't cross my mind. And when you find out, you're like, fuck. Like you think back to the shit he said to him, and you're like, damn. Like
harsh.
Yeah, it's so sad. It's so sad. Snagglepuss, nothing but tragedy, really. There's not a lot of happy moments in this comic.
You know what's funny? I actually didn't piece together that he had Alzheimer's until Cody just said it. You're right.
Yeah, for sure. Because he had no idea who Snagglepuss was.
You know what I read that as? I read that as him being a dick.
Oh.
He's like, who are you? I didn't even know. Totally Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
But I think that's still a point, Jake. Like, like there is the double.
I think the writing is so good is that you can kind of interpret it.
Yeah, for sure.
Way.
I mean, I think it was definitely Alzheimer's.
No, it is
Alzheimer's. But no, the writing was just stellar.
I meant like the tones can be ambiguous. Like,
yeah.
No, I do get what you mean, Jake, because like even if you take away that element, it's like a dad just like, banishing his son from his life. Like you're dead to me. Like, like it either way, it's like a sting.
First he did it by choice in his life.
There you go.
And now he's doing it unwittingly.
Yeah, because his mind fades away.
Yeah, and Snagglepuss is still going to visit this guy and making sure he's okay. Like it's crazy. Like Snagglepuss is a good dude. Like you can't help but like him. And the way he speaks, which is just Mark Russell's great writing of Snagglepuss, is just like so poetic and just profound. And
so did you guys try to read it with a Snagglepuss type voice?
No. I did. It just didn't feel like that. Like
no.
You know what I mean? Like the way he talked.
In my head when I was reading, I tried to give him like an affectation to his voice.
Yeah.
Not like obviously like a Snagglepuss, but he's gay. And so it's like, and he's a playwright. He's, he's eloquent. He's literary. Like he would talk a certain way.
Yeah, for sure.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
That's so good, dude.
Dude, I like that.
Hold on. We could try this out then. Let's try to get a line from the comic real quick, and let's see if it works with your voice, because I think that's a pretty
Yeah, that's a good Snagglepuss. If they did a dark noir version of Snagglepuss into a cartoon, Jake.
Snagglepuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know who fucking Cody would say I am from this comic.
Who?
Ooh, I don't even know if I would call you who.
Oh, I feel like Cody would put me as Huckleberry Hound because of what happens to him.
I was going to give you Huckleberry, honestly.
Only for that element. Not you, Cody. Cody always casts me as the dude that does that.
Kills himself?
Yeah, on Titanic. What was the other one?
I don't know.
Hold on. There's like 3 of them that you
Every
said
single-
from Titanic. Fuck.
Anthony's always killing himself.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'll have to get back to you on that because there was 3 where I had to put it together.
Actually, in this one, I was going to give you the dad. No, I'm just, I'm just kidding.
I would love my gay pink cat son.
No,
Come on, I wouldn't do that.
No, I think in reality, I was going to give you either Huckleberry or, actually, definitely Huckleberry.
So he does kill himself.
Yeah, Anthony's Huckleberry.
I was going to give Cody Squidly Diddly.
Squidly Diddly.
I'm definitely. I was going to give myself the Hippo Director.
Ooh, I like the Hippo Director.
Ooh, I get that. By the way, Cody, you said I was fucking Brian Keegan and fucking Banshee.
Barry Keegan.
Yeah, Barry
Keegan. Yeah, sorry. Brian Michael Keegan.
Hilarious.
And then in the Spider-Man episode, you said, yeah, I could see you sacrificing your life for those kids. So in a way, it's the same.
So Anthony's in the worlds I be creating. Anthony's always offing himself.
Yes.
I want you to know that doesn't speak poorly to your character.
Somehow.
No, yeah, actually, in a way, it speaks highly. It means that your sacrifice matters the most.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that's what
See? Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for bailing me out there,
way.
Jake.
That's what we do.
Okay, Jake, hold on. I got a line for you.
Wait, so who were you gonna who were you guys while Anthony's typing? Who would you give me, Cody, in the comic book?
I was going to give you either Snaggle or, honestly, I was also thinking about giving you his lover.
Oh, I don't want to be the. Oh, actually, no, that guy's cool. He becomes like Fidel Castro, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a revolutionary. Yeah.
No, he's a Cuban revolutionary.
He becomes like Che Guevara or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
Fidel Castro, my bad.
I
Yeah, he becomes dictator, right? I'll do like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna give myself Snagglepuss or the Hippo play guy.
Nice.
But I do like Snagglepuss. I think I would be a communist gay playwright as well.
Yeah, I was going to give you Snagglepuss or his lover as the 2.
You know what was really sad, honestly? Like, even though he didn't have any kind of romantic or sexual relationship with
His wife?
his wife, like that scene when he calls her and he's like, I really do love you.
Yeah, there is
Like,
love for them.
yeah,
They have love for each other.
That shit
for
was
real.
just deep. You're just like, oh, dude.
Dude, it was, it
was
was
a tragic story.
And it was like the characters were all so complex and well written and layered and
Huckleberry
nuanced.
Hound for me, I think, was like, he was the most like layered, fucking drawn out.
Yeah, his writing was so good, but he just couldn't make it.
His story is
like,
great.
It just wasn't
too,
working.
Like,
Yep.
leaves his wife and kids because he gets outed in like Alabama as a gay man. And
Yeah. Basically moves from town to town.
he's a novelist. He's pretty successful too, but now he hasn't been able to sell anything. And
Yeah.
Right. Really sad life. And then he starts the relationship with the horse cop.
who at the end you find out is
you were not
Draw
thinking about it.
McGraw. Oh,
Quick
man.
Draw
Dude,
McGraw.
that's so
When I
fucked.
read that, I was
ACAB?
Like, what?
Yeah. ACAB includes Quick Draw
I know.
McGraw.
His
Yeah,
story is so
apparently now
sad.
it does.
It's like,
So
he felt-
sad.
Dude, that
Yeah.
scene is actually really brutal when he fucking in the Stonewall bar beats Huckleberry with the baton.
Yeah.
Huckleberry, yeah.
So
It's so fucking sad.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Dude, so cool. Such a really great job of what I feel like of capturing queer relationships in a time when it was illegal.
Yeah. Illegal.
Yeah, because it was before the Stonewall riots. And
It was long before it even.
Well, isn't that the name of the bar too? The
Yeah,
Stonewall?
yeah,
That's
that's
where
where
the
the
riots
riots
took
take place.
So there's a line in the book where Huckleberry, when Snagglepuss first takes Huckleberry there and to show him like, oh, like you can be openly gay at this place or whatever. And he's like, oh, aren't they afraid like the cops or somebody will bust in here? And Snagglepuss says, no, the mafia owns it.
Yeah. And apparently
True.
a lot
So
of the...
I
yeah.
asked my brother, because he's gay and he's older. He's like 10 years older than me. And I was like, hey, is there any truth to like gay bars in New York City being owned by the mafia? And he was like, almost all of them were owned and operated by the mafia.
Shit.
It was the only way.
There were places for them to like count numbers
like
and
money laundering.
flip.
It's like, yeah, like sure, we'll give our
Yeah.
they're the mafia. Money is money, no matter who it's coming from, whether it's a gay man. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. So there was some truth to that. I thought that was cool. It's like a cool little. I didn't even know that as a cool little bit of history.
Yeah, dude,
it's
very
incredible.
historical.
Just shows the mafia is progressive, you guys.
But you know what? Like, we even talked about this with Rodney, like in Philadelphia. Like, no one's trying to like explicitly teach us something about history, but adding these elements into the comic in an entertaining way, like you learn something, and like like I love that. Like, and it makes me like this comic has. As soon as I read it, it like stuck in my mind. Like when we talked to Mark Russell, he's like, his writing style is like you open a page, like if you could open a page of his comic and, you might not know the story, but there's a line there or something that like, you get it, like, or the art, something strikes you. And I really feel like that's a lot of the pages of Snagglepuss. Like you open a page and like you're saying with the art, like you could see the world, you feel the world, like, it's like the McCarthy era and like, there's just so many good lines in this. And one of these lines, it's one of my favorites too, but it's just like a cool line. Jake, you got to try to say this as Snagglepuss. If you could, I fixed it.
All right. So I'm trying to say it with the same Snagglepuss I just did.
Yeah.
Snagglepuss, heavens to Murgatroyd. There's no such thing as a free country without its... Oh, wait, sorry, I fucked that up. It's hard to read an actual line that isn't a cartoony line.
Right, but it was sounding great so far.
Without its subversives. Right, okay. There's no such thing as a free country without its subversives, radicals, and undesirables. To freeze a nation in time is to destroy it.
Nice. That's you crushed that. Jake FH as the Snagglepuss cartoon
there
voice.
we go. Jake F. Snagglepuss. Jake F. Snagglepuss.
That's what they call me.
Because my boy be snaggling some puss. You know what I'm saying? You nailed it, Anthony.
You were ready, yeah. You were ready with that.
My finger was just like, press it.
Dude, that is one thing I remember as a kid watching him on Boomerang and different things and being like,
Yeah.
Snagglepuss is such a crazy name for a cartoon.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. I was like, it feels naughty.
And he wasn't like Snagglepuss is a naughty character,
Yeah. He likes to indulge.
Oh, he does.
Mischievous is a word I would use for Snagglepuss, like.
Much like our boy Jake.
Hey.
Yeah.
You never know what he's gonna do, but he always does the right thing. I like that, like in the end, to like protect his friends and everything. He like went.
He doesn't snitch.
Yeah, he doesn't. Dude, Snagglepuss ain't no snitch, dog.
Yeah.
His name's not Snitchlepuss, okay?
Yeah, dude, he wasn't gonna. Oh, but yeah, dude, I loved the villain, Gigi Allen, which is hilarious. What, that wasn't a real person in history, was it?
No, but she's modeled after the dude that was doing those hearings. So
but do you know who Gigi Allen is?
I don't. Teach us something.
He's like a famous, like one of the original punks who's like basically known for being an awful person, and like a monster. He's like one of the first like crust punks. He's like a crust punk icon. He's like he used to like shit on stage and throw it into the crowd and like mutilate his body on stage, cut himself up, bleed all over the crowd. Like it was a crazy. He had like, I believe, I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure he had some like fascist tendencies, and I think he might have been like mildly Nazi associated.
Wait, hold on. I'm reading a list 6 crazy things about Gigi Allen. His lyrics were renowned for being anything but politically correct. For proof, just read the words to ass fucking, butt sucking, cunt licking, masturbation, or die when you die. That's a lyric of his.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an insane person.
What does this guy have to do with Snagglepuss? I'm confused.
His name is Gigi Allen.
Oh, that's the lady's name.
Which is the name of the woman who is...
Oh, yeah. And you find out she's also gay.
Yeah.
Yes,
and she's still doing this shit.
Yeah, well, some people, that shame, the shame in it. Yeah. And maybe it's also very possibly the kind of thing like, if I, do this, I'm protecting us,
Sure, exactly. No one's going to look at me because I'm so vehemently fucking everyone else.
Like many of our politicians.
J. Edgar, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. J. Edgar was about that life.
I want just that as a clip. J. Edgar was about that life. Yeah, but dude, she was a fantastic villain. Yeah. Dude, well, that scene where she's having talks with the military leader and they're watching the nuke explode.
Yeah, so fucked up.
That was wild.
Yeah. And like she honestly believes so her whole mission is like, well, we can't have like commie playwrights because, Americans, like the guy that's going to press the button when he's told to, if he watches a TV show or a movie that like has commie influences, then he's going to think, oh, I don't care I'm not going to bomb Russia. I like them. Like that's her whole, reasoning for doing all this shit. Which is kind of interesting because media does play a big role. Like Snagglepuss as a good guy, being a playwright and being able to put the shit in his plays is awesome. I relate to Snagglepuss as a writer. And then not only that, like Jake, remember we talked about One Bad Day Clayface. And in that, it's kind of about struggling actors and not quite the same, but reading Clayface reminded me of Snagglepuss in that way. Like, you know what I mean?
Now that you mention it, totally.
A weird overlap I wouldn't have necessarily immediately thought of.
Nice.
Dude, fucking Snagglepuss as Clayface.
Oh.
It's Clayface. I don't even
Yeah, but like whoever he is, he can't fix his voice.
Yeah, or what if okay, it's actually Snagglepuss talking to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, Snagglepuss. In this universe, they all exist. He's like, oh, Snagglepuss, what's up, big dog?
They do. We could get back to that. For real, they do. Like, for real.
Were there crossovers?
Oh, you're right. It is the DC.
There was DC Hanna-Barbera crossovers. This wasn't necessarily a part of it. Although Mark Russell did Booster Gold Meets the Flintstones. It's a one-shot. Gotta read that. It's so good. But DC Hanna-Barbera, there was a one-shot. Tom King wrote it while he was writing Batman, and Batman meets Elmer Fudd, who's like a fucked up Batman villain. It's a really good one-shot.
Crazy.
Yep. And then Porky Pig is also in there. Porky Pig meets Lex Luthor.
That's
I'm not making this up. But sorry, so yeah, to go off of what you just said, it's possible that Batman could meet Snagglepuss.
Yeah, I honestly forgot what I was even talking about.
How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah. Trip update.
When I take the time to stop talking, I'm like...
So we got to keep momentum.
Yeah, we got to keep
juggernaut now, pretty much. I have to keep. No, things are cool. Things are breathing.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I like that for you.
But I mean, Snagglepuss, it's only 6 issues, right? 6 issues, 1 volume, 1 and done. So that's why I think it's so easy to recommend. Like, I always recommend this comic. Like, whether or not you're a comic book fan, Snagglepuss is just not what you're going to expect. It's not a superhero comic. Just because it's comic book doesn't mean it's going to be superheroes. There's no fights in this. It's all about the story. It's all about the characters.
Actually,
even
it's the fight for freedom, Anthony.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Ooh, Jake.
Last time I used it this episode, I swear.
Oh, that was good.
Hilarious.
But yeah.
Don't judge it by the fact that it's Snagglepuss. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Snagglepuss, what the fuck? Don't worry about it. Just
If
read
you
it.
like good story.
So what did you guys
Yeah.
think of the ending of how it
Oh,
ended?
yeah. So the ending almost, it's like this was a prequel to the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, basically.
This is what
Yeah.
inspired the Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah.
Because the Huckleberry Hound that we actually know is his son. He's like son of Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah, Huck Jr.
Yeah. Son of Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And Snagglepuss is like looking after him.
Yeah.
And then Quick Draw McGraw is the one that sets that up, of all things. He's like, hey, I got you a
He
gig.
becomes
You know?
like this TV executive. He's like, hey, or no, like he's like, they're making a cartoon off my life.
Yeah, because like even though they were blacklisted, it doesn't matter for TV.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying specifically it doesn't matter for cartoons because it's just
Cartoons,
your
right?
voice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That's what Quick Draw says to him. He's like,
Oh, so that explains why they wouldn't sound like, you know, we're thinking of the cartoon, but when they,
Oh,
you just,
damn.
I didn't even realize that. I missed that line, I guess, or something. You have to be on shrooms to fully understand Snagglepuss.
yeah, honestly, I'm
Jake's unlocking
uncovering
it.
layers.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I am Snagglepuss.
Dude, oh. I love Jake on my
Snagglepuss.
We are.
Snagglepuss with the Venom symbiote? That would
Shit, Snaggle Venom. Dude, I want to see that.
Snaggle Venom.
Venompuss.
I like that name even better.
Yes, that's definitely the better one.
Yeah. I think that's also the name of this episode.
Oh. So who do you guys think so we picked characters. Who would you guys cast in a live action version of this?
Oh shit. Okay, so when you say live action, are they wearing prosthetics or is it like Avatar type, like, you know what I mean?
Avatar
Like,
type.
Oh, Avatar. James Cameron is directing it.
Snagglepuss, yeah.
I would do it. Why not?
Yeah, McCarthy era. Dude, that would be wild. Imagine the world he could build. He could also sink another boat, you know?
Oh, yeah. Nukes could go off.
James Cameron should redo Titanic, but with Snagglepuss looking like animal creatures, like very Blacksad, you know?
Yeah.
Just Titanic.
Snagglepuss
but it's
as
all
Jack.
animal, it's all animal people, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'm for this. So, but who would you guys cast?
Who would be Snagglepuss? Well, I'm going to have to go with Billy Eichner.
Oh, no.
Billy Eichner.
I feel like he has real life Snagglepuss energy.
Oh.
Meaner. He's like meaner Snagglepuss, but I could see him.
I was leaning in like a more dramatic acting chops type of.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's okay. I don't know.
I was thinking even like, do you guys know who Joel Kim Booster is?
No.
I've definitely heard that name.
I'm pretty sure he was had a big part in Triangle of Sadness.
Booster Gold?
And he's a comedian.
I show.
Anyway, that's who I
don't
would
know.
cast.
As Snagglepuss?
Yeah.
I think we all know the obvious answer is Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, of course.
As
No, he has to be Huck Jr.
Oh, that actually wouldn't be that bad.
Hey, I'm just like here to be Huck, you know.
That's hilarious. Who would I don't know. That's a hard question, man. This might honestly be because I'm on a huge Atlanta binge, but right now.
Stephen Lang as Quick Draw McGraw, sorry.
I was gonna say Lakeith Stanfield as Snagglepuss.
I could do it.
Ooh. He's whimsical enough.
I could do it.
In the show Atlanta, he really is whimsical.
He is, yeah.
He's on some weird shit. It's cool. I like his character.
Yeah, he
can
might be
fuck
my
with it.
favorite. Yeah.
Originally, I was sticking with. I still kind of want to stick with Joel Kim Booster, but
That's cool. I just don't know who that is.
yeah. But
or even Donald Glover. Donald Glover has a nice voice, and he can be flamboyant. We all saw him as Lando, and
Donald Glover as Huck, though. I feel like Huckleberry Hound, because Donald Glover has big sad boy energy. You know, like he could be Huckleberry Hound. Energy. You know,
I could see it.
I don't know,
but it's not my first choice.
Who were you guys thinking for anyone?
For Huck?
I don't know. It's hard.
My brain is fried right now.
Yeah, I don't like casting.
Okay, well, fine. We won't cast then.
Good.
With the
stinky babies.
I'm unable to do it.
Stinky babies.
It's hard.
On shrooms, it's like the hardest thing I've ever done.
His brain has to make connections that are just not happening.
Well, guys, I think that means it's time to go in.
Yeah.
I think we've hit the nexus.
Right.
We're in Joe Pesci mode right now.
Yeah. We're in Super Joe Pesci mode 6.
Ooh. 6, huh? Cody, what about you?
6.
Yeah. Oh, no. He cleared his throat.
I hate to have to do this.
He cleared his throat.
But it's got to be 6.
For
Yeah, no, I liked it across the board, honestly.
Yeah, not a complaint amongst me.
A well-earned 6.
Yeah, easy
Indeed.
6.
Easy money 6.
Easy, must buy, must read.
Yeah.
Spread the good word about Snagglepuss. You know, that's what I say.
Yeah.
Spread
Look
the
out
gospel of Snagglepuss.
Read it. Tell someone else. The
Look
gospel
out for
of
VenomPuss.
Look out for VenomPuss. I honestly feel like Snagglepuss should be like our unofficial mascot because he's like a gay commie. We love everything about him. We respect him as a person and a writer.
It would be cool, but that is some copyright infringement. I do not want to go.
No, but VenomPuss, you see, we're doing two things at once. You can't sue us if you steal two things at once.
Okay.
VenomPuss is what I call the girl that gave me chlamydia.
I combined the air horn and then I added the chime coming sound too. So it's like the Venom Snagglepuss combo.
Do you have on your soundboard the
Oh yeah, I do.
Joke?
Try it. Say a bad joke.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he had to shit.
That was
That was good, actually.
You're headlining the Comedy Fest next year.
That's it. That's the joke.
yeah.
What were you gonna say, Cody?
I don't know, man.
Because Anthony said to say a bad joke, and then I said a bad joke, and you were like, "That was."
Dude, that thing fucked me up. That thing. Oh,
He had to take his shit. Great punchline.
dude,
That's like Steven Rosenfeld fucking technique right there.
Yeah.
Dude, that got my wires all crossed. I'm fucking.
Oh, yeah, easy 666. Thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Yeah, another one.
Fun. Another one. Check out our interview with Mark Russell if you haven't. He wrote this book. He's a great writer. He was a cool dude. He's got a Kickstarter, so you should check that out.
Also, Second Coming.
Second Coming. We have an episode about Second Coming. Good shit. That was our first Christmas episode, so check that out.
Nice.
Jake hated that one.
I didn't
hate it.
I just didn't. Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Second Coming. You see, Second Coming isn't a 6, but it's still a great comic, I would say. I would suggest it.
I like Mark Russell. I just don't ride his dick as hard as Anthony does.
Ooh.
Good night, folks.
Dude,
or good morning or good afternoon. Peace.
Dude, this has to be the last air horn episode.
No, dude. People love air horns. Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.